Sean, what's your reflections on that today from a Bristol Rugby perspective?
I think it's just been a really positive day. We started slow, and we grew into it. Each game we got better. The first half of the extra game, right at the beginning of the day was a bit of a shock to the system, but the boys reacted fantastically, and we got in a position where we were competitive at half time. But extra showed their class, and they were really sharp, and we're winning all the loose balls. The second game against Wasps, who obviously had a really strong team on paper, the guys went out and with no fear. First half again, we were competitive, and to go in at half time with that scoreline was fantastic. The second half we just didn't back that up. I think a little bit of inexperience, and I think we went into our shells a little bit. But it was great to see how we came back against Bath, which was obviously a massive one of the day, and I know the fans were really happy that we got that victory, and it was great to see that all 12 of the lads put in a massive shift at the end of the day to get a big score.
Is it to be expected to have a bit of a fragmented start when it's quite a new group and guys who aren't familiar with each other?
Yeah, all the teams are in the same boat, but we certainly had a group of guys that didn't really know each other too well. There was a number of external lads that came in, and big credit to them, and big thanks to them and the clubs that have allowed them to play. So that was another positive. But the group didn't have a lot of preparation time, and that showed. Certainly against Exeter, and also when the pressure came on in that second half of that Wasps game. But I think we just got to take huge positives, from some individual performances, and as a collective, and I think the buy-in from everyone, seeing the fans down here that have made the effort on what was a really busy weekend to travel. It's just good to see. And I think that's what we wanted out today. Bristol people, coming down to support the team back in the first event as a Premiership club, building into what has been a fantastic pre-season to date. So the excitement, that's been generated by this is just going to add to everything else, and we can look forward to the next few weeks.